What's up, guys? Hoosier here with another Clash of Clans episode, and today is going to be the first episode of the new series that I'm going to call FAN-tastic Fridays. It's basically where I will record one of you guys, a fan who watches the show and wants me to record some of their Legend League attacks. And first up, we are going to showcase Crackers, who is a member of Knights of Zion. He's a good friend of mine, and he is honestly one of the best attackers that I know, and I'm super excited to have him be on episode 1 of this series. I'm sure he'll be featured in even more videos in the future, but I got 4 attacks here that I wanted to share with you, and they're really good. He is a better attacker than I am, so I'm excited to show this one. This one, even though, if you kind of spotted it, it's a time fail, I wanted to show this one because A, it's a really skilled attack, and B, it's a kind of a common base. You see this big ring base with Town Hall in the center, and all the defenses and just layers outside of the Town Hall, just a giant ring. Basically, what you want to do that he's attacking here, he's attacking with the Queen Charge Hogs, or Queen Walk Hog, and he's basically, as I've said before, your goals should be to take out the CC and the Queen, and that's generally the 2 main things that you need to take out, because both of those are really tough against Hogs. But Crackers here, because there's a single Inferno down here, instead of Queen charging in and taking out the CC and the Queen, he decided to attack from the other side, and it's a really risky attack here. He wants to get the Wall Wrecker in, break his Queen in, and take out a little more value here. So let's see how it works out for him. But this is not the typical way of doing a Queen Charge Hogs, but I thought this was a really interesting really interesting idea, because I would have really tried to figure out how to take out the CC and the Queen. Basically, the Queen's going to take down that Wall Wrecker real quick, but under a rage, that Pekka, with just a couple of strikes, is able to take out the Town Hall, which is the main thing that he's looking for. Now he's going to be able to, his Queen's going to be able to wrap around, take out the Eagle, and the CC is going to follow the Queen over here, and he's going to end up taking out the CC as well. The Baby Dragon already went down, and the Queen is just now going to take out the Lava Hound. He drops a minion over here to take out some pups, so the pups don't damage the healers too much. And again, his Raged Queen is going to be able to take down the King as well. So now at this point, he's gotten pretty much all the value that he's going to get with just his Queen. So it's time for the Hogs to come in. Hogs are going to come in and take out most of this base. The main problem is really going to be the Queen on the other side, as you'll see. But there's an early Warden ability, wants to keep his Hogs healthy and all of his Hogs alive, so they can really power through the rest of the defenses, because they got a lot of defenses left. There was a heal to keep him alive, and the freeze to stop the Queen, because she shoots really quickly, so she's a problem, and as well as that multi-inferno is going to be a problem as well. It almost makes it almost is going to make it all the way through this. I think he finishes in the high 90s. There's a really skilled attack, really good attack, saved the Queen's ability for the enemy Queen, and takes down the Queen and the multi-inferno. And with the healers up and like 5 party wizards and a Pekka up, he would have got this for sure, but ran out of time. Really good attack, Crackers. Nice job. Let's look at the other ones that he's got, and these are going to be some triples. So let's start off with this one, which is, it's a really interesting base design. You don't really see this often, but let's see what Crackers looks at doing. Normally, like I said, he's doing this with the queen charge hogs, and you want to take out the queen and the enemy clan castle, and that's what he does. He drops the coconut loon, does find a Sam, and so that was really good. Saved one of his healers, and then he's going to get a rage over here to get through the enemy queen, and then he's going to drop a Pekka up here at like 1 or 2 o'clock, and that Pekka is going to come down and make sure the queen continues to go in towards the base, towards the town hall to get more value. Drops the wall wrecker to help break her in, and the king to take out the eagle. Draws the CC as well. That poison is going to be enough to take down the loons, but not the hound, but it doesn't really make a difference because he's going to get the value that he wanted out of it. Queen's distracted on some air skeletons, but it's going to turn around and take out the air defense, and the king is going to continue to clean up down here and is going to distract that lava hound. Queen continues to keep pushing around, drops the quake. Nice job to drop the quake. Make sure to take out the town hall because the town hall was on its last breath of life, and then drops all of his hogs down here. Has a couple of heals and a freeze to keep them all alive, and he's got the warden's ability as well. And now there's no more defenses targeting the queen, so the queen's going to be able to continue to just pick off buildings, do a little cleanup, and take out some defenses at the same time. Really valuable. Well, of course, until she gets targeted by 3-point defenses. Then she's going down. But he's got another heal to keep the hogs alive. He still has a freeze. There's the freeze spell to freeze the splash defenses for a little bit. The hogs are distracting, so he's going to drop a couple of loons. The 2 loons will take out the archer tower in one shot. And from here, it's just cleanup. He still has a miner and a party wizard left, and plenty of cleanup on the board. Nice attack crackers. Great example of how to use the queen charge hog attack. Alright, so the next 2 are actually different attacks here. Let's see. He's got, this one is going to be, it's an interesting base. It's similar to, the common bases that you see, but on this one he's actually going to do a bat slap, and he's going to start off, I think this is the one he starts off with a warden walk, which has been really popular these days. You see a bunch of different YouTubers using it or showing different examples on how to warden walk, but the warden is going to be able to set a funnel for the rest of his troops, and at the same time is going to be able to reach some of the things. He's got a longer range than, say, the queen or some of the other troops, so he's going to be able to set a funnel that his other troops might not be able to. And look, he's not even taking any damage at all. It's a really clever, I don't know who came up with the Grand Warden idea, or the Grand Warden walk idea, but it's really clever, and now it's becoming the new meta. So he's now got his funnel down. He's going to have the wall wrecker and the king to funnel the other side, and then he's going to drop the queen and all those witches right over there. And as soon as all of those troops are on the board, the Grand Warden is going to stop making the funnel and transfer over to the queen and the witches to help support them. As they get towards the town hall, he's going to rage, and then he's going to hit the Grand Warden's ability as well in a little bit. There's the Grand Warden's ability to keep all of his troops healthy while the lava pups are taking out his troops. I think there was a jump spell in there to get all of his troops in towards the core, where they're taking out the eagle and all of these infernos. And then at this point, once his troops are in there and they're taking out the 2 multi-infernos and all those wizard towers, the only splash defense left is this wizard tower and this wizard tower. So with 2 freezes and 5 bats, he's going to be able to come in here and wipe out this whole bottom section. So his queen's still up with the healers on her. Drops a ice golem to try to do some distracting, but the queen gets over there, so the ice golem goes down pretty quickly, and now he's going to have to use his 2 freezes on these 2 wizard towers. But the queen's actually going to take out the other wizard tower, so he's going to be able to swag one of the one of the freeze spells, because he didn't even need to use it. The only thing that's left up is the queen, and these bats are going to take care of her real quick. Still a handful of witches and party wizards around are also going to help take down this base really quickly. All it is cleanup, and it's a great example of how to use a bat slap with kind of a Grand Warden walk component to it to set the funnel. So it's a really good example of that. Nice job, Crackers. And we've got one more that I wanted to show. And alright, so this one is another base. I've seen this base before. It's a really interesting design, and he's going to show us how to do it with the Queen Walk Hogs, or the Queen Charge Hogs. So let's see what he wants to do here. Once this thing gets started, we'll speed it up to where it starts out. 3, 2, 1, there. Alright, so he's going to drop the queen to go ahead and set part of the funnel. And then he wants the king to secure the funnel to make sure the queen walks up towards 9 o'clock. He's going to drop the wall wrecker and a Pekka up there to finish the other side of the funnel. And queen's going down, so he's got to rage up the queen. She's not really going, she's not regaining her health fast enough, so he hits her ability, uses another rage to get through the enemy heroes, drops that poison spell on the heroes to make sure they slow down, and at this point he's able to take out both heroes. The town hall and the CC was over here. I didn't see that. The king actually, I think, drew the CC, and the queen is going to be able to finish off the baby dragon, then finish off the hound, and continue with this. And at this point, the queen by herself was, well, the queen and the wall wrecker were pretty much able to take out most of the top half of the base. And now the only thing that's left is just a few layers of defenses for the hogs to run through. He had like, I think 20 or 25, 28, 30, something like that hogs, and they're just going to rush through this base. Hits that warden's ability to save the hogs through one of the eagle shots. He's got the quake to weaken up some of the defenses, and from here these hogs are just too powerful to make it all the way through. He still has a freeze spell left. Gonna freeze up some of these splash damage defenses to take those out. Really good attack. Crackers obviously knows what he's doing with the Queen Charge Hogs. He does a really good job of it, and I'm really glad that he was willing to share some of his replays, because it's a little bit different than the Pekka Bobat, which is always good to see variety. And he's super successful with what he's doing. He's the #1 guy in Knights of Zion for pushing, and I know last year he got up inside like the top 200 or something like that, and he even got a late start. So Crackers is really a solid attacker, and I just want to thank him, and all you guys, please thank him in the comments. Tell him what a great job he did, because those were 4 great attacks. And that is going to wrap it up for the first ever Fantastic Friday. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Also, if you guys want to be featured like Crackers was, then either comment down below and I'll get a hold of you, or you can get a hold of me on Discord as well, and just let me know that you had like a day or two of really good attacks that you want to show off, and I will come over and record them, and then you can be featured in one of these episodes. So I hope you guys like this. If you did like it, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, so I can bring you more and more content. And that is going to be it for me today. Again, I just want to thank all of you guys for watching. I really appreciate all the support, and I want to thank Crackers for taking the time to share those attacks. I really do appreciate it. And that is going to be it for this episode for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.